The ultimate virtual wholesaling guide. What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and welcome to my three-part series where I break down virtual wholesaling real estate, the ultimate guide, the ultimate series of how you can get your first virtual wholesaling deal. Heck, even learning how to get into this business in virtual wholesaling so you, as a complete beginner, not really understanding virtual wholesaling, can start locking up deals, finding deals, and then closing these deals for big wholesaling real estate assignment fees. Guys, the point of virtual wholesaling is you can be anywhere in the world and start closing wholesaling deals. And so I'm super excited in today's video, sharing the first part of this three-part series on how to get into virtual wholesaling real estate. The entire series is going to be in the description of the video below. But let's really break down exactly virtual wholesaling step by step. So before we break down exactly how to find these deals, we really have to understand the entire process and really what is virtual wholesaling. Now, to kind of bring it back, let's kind of look at what regular wholesaling real estate is. Now, let's break down here the wholesaling real estate process, just regular local wholesaling. Now, for the first 2 weeks or day 1 to 14 in this business, you're really going to be focused on finding distressed properties with your marketing. So this could be cold calling sellers, pulling a list, sending texts out, putting sticky notes out, heck, even doing Facebook ads or PPC or SEO or any of the strategies, right? This is just trying to find people looking to sell the property for a discount so we can sell that deal and get our checks, our assignment fees, right? And so day 1 to 14 is this. Now, looking at days 14 to 30, this is really when we go meet with the seller, we go sign our agreement to buy said house. Then from there, we go find an end buyer. Most end buyers here, they're either going to be rich landlords or house flippers, and they're going to be looking to buy our agreement, our purchase and sale agreement, for a profit. That's right. So what, for example, we lock up a deal for, let's say, $100,000. We're going to try to sell that piece of paper, that agreement, for, let's say, $125,000 to the buyer. And then we get a $25,000 spread on that. And that is a check at closing day that we get. That is the point of virtual wholesaling real estate and regular wholesaling real estate. You, as a complete beginner, and just really anywhere, can go make $25,000 in a month. Heck, at 17 years old, think of 17-year-old me, right? 7+ years ago, I got my first $25,000 my first month by doing this in person. Now I do this all the time, virtually wholesaling, but you could be in Nigeria, South Africa, Slovenia, Slovakia, Brazil, just across or abroad. And as long as you have an internet connection, you can make $25,000 in the next 30 days by virtual wholesaling. This is why I'm making this video. Now, day 32 to 40, we're gonna walk the buyer through the house. We're gonna go see it. They're gonna see it. We're gonna get the assignment of contract signed, which is basically us selling the piece of paper for that profit. And then boom, day 45, we get our check, we get paid. Now, from start to finish, most of the time it's 45 days, and then sometimes 30, really depends here. Now, if that is what regular wholesaling real estate is, the question is, what is virtual wholesaling? Well, virtual wholesaling real estate is basically the process of wholesaling houses just from our computer and or our cell phone, right? All you really need here is an internet connection and the right knowledge of exactly what to do. Now, you might not know this, but some markets in the United States of America, and we're gonna break this down, are actually not good markets at all for wholesaling real estate and virtual wholesaling. And pretty much every single international market is not good for wholesaling real estate either. That means that some of these markets don't work for local wholesaling, fiscal wholesaling, in-person wholesaling. It's not the move, guys. And we gotta actually start doing virtual wholesaling. So that's what virtual wholesaling real estate is, that wholesaling real estate process just from our phone, just from our computer, right? I got first started in this type of business, especially on the virtual wholesaling side, when I was actually in college, right? So I was doing regular in-person wholesaling, making 6 figures. And then I got a full ride scholarship to go to college. And that first semester, I was like, I can't wholesale in this market. This market absolutely sucks. And so I learned, I'm like, well, either I'm gonna just not make any money or I'm going to adapt. And come on, what do you think happened? I started learning how to cold call more. I started learning how to close sellers and develop a system over 5 years ago of virtual wholesaling before it became a mainstream guru top thing on YouTube. And I really started my own system for virtually closing deals. Rick never did this. And really I kind of developed my own system that we still use today and that I'm teaching you right now. Now you might be asking yourself like, whoa, who's this 24-year-old kid? What is he doing here trying to tell me how to wholesale real estate or virtually wholesale? What does this guy know? Like, come on, right? Well, my name is Zach Ginn and I've been wholesaling real estate for over 7+ years now. And I am one of the largest wholesalers in the country by deal volume every single year. Now I get a ton of deals by doing JVs. You guys send me on this channel. I do a lot of wholesaling real estate deals in my own personal market, and then even more doing virtual wholesaling. It is not a stretch to say that I make more money virtually wholesaling than I do in person. And this has really been a shift for the past 2 or 3 years where I'm just able to scale virtual wholesaling a lot better and build out the teams because there's more deals to be done. So if I really put a number on how many deals I've done, it's over 2,000. As of this video recording, we have not reached the 3,000 wholesaling deal mark. Hopefully soon we're gonna hit that. But doing over 2,000 wholesaling real estate deals and countless flips, subject twos, creative financing, lease option deals, I've done a lot of real estate deals in the 7+ years I've been in this business. I am not some one-shot rookie. And my goal here today is to teach you how to wholesale real estate for free. Guys, I personally make enough money in my wholesaling real estate operations where I don't have to be a guru and say, at the end of this video, join the mentorship, join the call for a quick $10,000 course. I would make way too much money regularly wholesaling houses and virtual wholesaling to be selling you a course. So the information I'm telling you today is going to be my best information so you can actually go out here and get success. Now you might be like, what's the catch here? Well, I'll tell you the honest catch. I am the largest wholesaling educator in the country. And because of this, I don't sell anything because I make a ton of money wholesaling because my stuff actually works. Now, the one thing I did in the last couple of years is I opened up doing JV or joint venturing opportunities where if you have a deal and you can't sell it, you give it to me and my team can use my virtual wholesaling disposition systems and just sell your deal for you and we split the deals, right? So if you have a $25,000 deal and we split it, I'll make $12K, you'll make $12K and we're all happy. And I was able to leverage that to doing deals pretty much every single day on a JV basis where I make a ton of money JVing with you guys. So when I teach you how to do well in wholesaling real estate, you send me deals because the stuff I say actually works. And then you send me deals and I make more money. So when you do well, I do well. So that's kind of the point. I'm here to teach you virtual wholesaling real estate for free. So you can in turn do very well. Then maybe send me some deals or heck, just change your life and do better. And I'm all fine. I make enough money wholesaling real estate. Now you're going to hear me say this a lot, but I am the largest wholesaler when it comes to educating students in the country because I have the largest wholesaling course in the world. It's called freewholesaling.com. We got over 250,000 active students that log in on a daily basis. And pretty much, I'm not going to really lie to you. The reason why it's the biggest course in the world, it's not because I'm the most handsome guy in the world. It's because it's the only wholesaling course from start to finish that's completely free. And the information is really good. So that's why it's having a lot of success. It's called freewholesaling.com. It's going to be right. You're going to see me say it a lot, not because I'm trying to promote something crazy with it. It's because, yeah, maybe I'll tell you how to cold call for 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 minutes. But really what I'd rather you do is go to the course and actually watch me cold call for hours and hours and hours and really get a full breakdown of that content so you can watch it through a organized course material. But enough of me, you kind of know more about me here. Let's get into virtual wholesaling. Now, this 3-part series, I'm going to be teaching you a couple things here. First and foremost, we're going to teach you what is virtual wholesaling. We're also going to teach you exactly how to find the best virtual wholesaling real estate markets, how to find virtual wholesaling deals. That's right, how to actually get the best deals possible, and actually how to get motivated sellers on a daily basis. Then we're also going to teach you how to go out here and close, lock up these deals virtually, actually how to do it over the phone and over the computer. And then I'm going to show you exactly how to dispo, just basically how to find cash buyers and sell your deal, walk your buyers through the deals, and how to sell these deals virtually. Now let's talk about the first part here. How do I find the best virtual wholesaling markets? Now, I have some really simple criteria on exactly what makes a market really good or not for virtual wholesaling. I'm going to share it to you right now. Number one, we got to make sure the population for the county is over 100,000 people. We want to make sure the median home price, so basically average home price for the county, is under 400,000. A quick Google search for population is going to be pretty simple for the county. And then for the median home price, just searching, let's say, Harris County, Texas median home price space Zillow. The article is going to show you exactly how to do that there. And you can find that data and those statistics pretty simple. And here's the kicker. That's it. Like, seriously, think about this. As long as your county or whatever county in the United States you pick is within those two criteria, it's pretty much going to be a good virtual wholesaling market. Now, you're going to find some cities don't reach this criteria and some do. And don't be like, well, I live in a city with 2,000 people and the average house is $40,000. Is this good or not? All right, let's kind of go through the criteria here. Okay, the county's population is 4,000. Is that at least 100,000? No, it's not a good market. So it's got to make sure that the home value, the average one, is below 400,000. We want to make sure that the population for the county is at least or above 100,000. I don't think I'm being too complicated here, and that's as simple as it should be. Next here are going to be virtual wholesaling markets that I'm going to tell you to avoid. In my personal opinion, I would avoid these. It's going to be Phoenix, Arizona, Miami, Florida, Broward County, and heck, even some parts of Palm Beach County. I would avoid Chicago, Illinois, the DMV area, so basically Washington, D.C., and those kind of more rich parts of Virginia and Maryland. I would avoid Tampa Bay, Hillsborough County. Now, there are some areas in like Pinellas County that are actually not terrible, so you could technically do that. Portland, Seattle area, I'm going to tell you to avoid that. Then LA, San Fran area, do not do that. If you got to go somewhere there, maybe even the Inland Empire might be better, but not that. And then just avoid Boston, Massachusetts. I'm not telling you to avoid the whole state. Like, some areas are just not that good. Now, let's kind of get this out of the way. If these are skills or things you are going to refuse to learn or try to get better at, don't even get into virtual wholesaling. These are going to be the required skills for virtual wholesaling success, or just frankly wholesaling real estate success in general. Number one, you're going to have to get some sort of phone skills. Now, it doesn't have to be like this crazy skill set, but at least a skill set where you can understand how to have a conversation with someone over the phone. If you have a conversation with someone over the phone and you are scared to death to talk to them, you're going to have to practice this skill, just a general conversation. A lot of people really sometimes struggle with this, and it's not a bad thing that you struggle with this. You're just going to have to get some practice and experience with this and overcome that fear. I tell a lot of beginner wholesalers, what do you have a bigger fear of? Fear of being broke or a fear of having a conversation with someone? Well, unless your fear of being broke is greater than the fear of having a conversation with someone and someone calling you a poopy head, then you're never really going to do any good skills or anything great's going to happen to you in virtual wholesaling. You're going to have to get over this fear. Next here, the ability to stick to the scripts and the simple systems that I'm giving to you today. There are simple scripts and systems that you need to follow step by step of exactly what you have to do and what you should not be doing. Once you start veering off the path of what you should say to a motivated seller or what you shouldn't say to a motivated seller, your chances of success get a lot lower. Because once you start developing your own scripts for yourself and you've never done a wholesaling deal, you're going to end up doing things that are not going to end up getting you deals. And trust me, teaching over 250,000 people get in this business, and from me personally doing thousands of wholesaling deals, I know what to say that will get deals and what will not get deals. Next important skill here is going to be patience. I promise you, if you keep doing this, results will happen. You just have to be patient. This is not something where you get this huge, massive check in a couple hours. It's going to take some time. Like anything great in life, you are going to get rich. You could get it relatively quick, but you are going to have to work hard and have massive patience. The next part is kind of the cousin of patience, but this is going to be consistency. You are going to have to show up and do the work every single day. There's not one athlete, there's not one public speaker, there's not one entrepreneur that hasn't shown up every single day to get better at their craft so they can achieve success. You are not anyone different. Unless you think you are better than Gandhi, Kobe, Michael Jordan, and like Tom Brady. All those guys showed up every single day to do exactly what they were destined to do, and they got better and better at it. Consistency is also a skill where you show up and you keep consistent with your attitude, you keep consistent whatever life throws at you, that whatever obstacles you face, you are going to overcome this. And if you don't have that kind of crazy mindset of doing whatever it takes for success, you'll never achieve that success. And there's some other great examples of consistency. You know, we got the Miami Dolphins helmet in the back. They consistently let me down. And that is something that I know every single year. And that's truly a trait that I really admire from my team. Showing up every single day and doing it even if they don't want to. Now, the next one, and this is a super important one, kind of with consistency too, is discipline. And really the best definition of discipline I can give you, especially in virtual wholesaling, is going to be doing something even though you don't want to do it, but you show up and do it anyway. Same thing with pulling lists, cold calling, talking to sellers, comping, following up, or just getting up in the morning. The difference between the successful virtual wholesalers and the ones that aren't successful is they show up every single day and they do the stuff that they don't want to do, even though they do it anyway, because it's all about having discipline. And discipline is a muscle in your brain that gets stronger every single time you do it. So keep doing it. Next here, this is a really important skill set that I don't think is talked about much in virtual wholesaling, but this is empathy. A lot of your motivated sellers are going to have some very tough situations. And if you are not willing to hear them out, feel for their situations, and genuinely want to help them out, you're not going to do good in virtual wholesaling. It's kind of similar to the next one, but just having a genuine want to help sellers out, a genuine want to help people in tough situations. If you're not willing to do this, you are not going to become a successful virtual wholesaler. And then last but not least here is rapport building. Just knowing how to actually go out here and build a connection with another human being, talking about rapport, building that connection of, oh, wow, I didn't know you did that. I did the same thing. Or just having a general friendship type situation with your seller where they can trust you. That's going to be really important. We're going to talk about that today a little more too. Now, when it's time to get started in wholesaling real estate, especially virtual wholesaling, there's going to be some tools that are absolutely free. That's right. They cost no money at all that we got to start using right now. And remember, tools are just tools. Without us doing the work, the tools mean nothing, but tools can help us out. For example, these tools are kind of like shovels in the sand. Yes, digging with my bare hands is fine if I work hard enough, but having a shovel is just going to make the process a lot easier for me. And because these tools are absolutely for free, I don't think there's any excuse of why we can't be using them. Tool number one here is going to be Podio. This is our CRM. This is basically a database we can put our leads into. If you go to freewholesaling.com, we kind of break down. Next here is going to be Google Voice. Google Voice is basically going to be like a dialer. We can get our voicemail set up. We can text. We can call our sellers. This is a really good tool for starting out in virtual wholesaling. That's really going to help us out, especially if you live international, right? We don't have a EU phone number that's going to work in the United States. Well, Google Voice is going to help us with that a lot better. It's going to be really cool. On top of this too, for any of my international people watching this, I would highly suggest a VPN or a virtual private network, because some of these services require you to maybe be in the United States, and a VPN is the best way to kind of mask that. One of my favorite tools for VPNs, if you're free and you have no money, is going to be something called the Windescribe. Scribe is an amazing free tool that VAs across the world start doing. That VAs across the world do that work really well, and we kind of have a United States server on there. So it helps you have success in your virtual wholesaling. Next here is having an e-signing service or an e-signature service. Now, there's some good paid ones, right? Like Dotloop and DocuSign. But if you want to do a free one, PandaDoc's free and Adobe Signature is really good too. Adobe's e-signature service. I mean, any of the free ones work too, but you're just going to have at least that to get the contract signed. Next here are going to be our government websites. These are websites we talk about in freewholesaling.com. This is just basically access to the clerk of the court, our public records, our property appraiser website, our court dockets, phone numbers. It's a great tool that I love using because the government has all the information we need about the said properties and getting the deals done. Next here, finding people's phone numbers. I absolutely love these websites. These are the best skip tracing platforms. TruePeopleSearch.com and then CyberBackgroundChecks.com. If you want to find somebody's phone number absolutely for free, this is one of the best ways to do it, and it's free skip tracing. Next here is going to be Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com. This gives us some access to some property data, gives us access to some comps or comparables that we're going to talk about in the next part of the series, exactly how to figure out what your virtual wholesaling offer is going to be. And these are must-have websites. Next here is going to be Facebook groups. We'll talk about this a little later, but we can actually use Facebook groups to find cash buyers and actually find wholesaling real estate deals. And then one of my favorite new tools here, ChatGPT and Gemini AI. These are basically Google's AI, and then OpenAI has their ChatGPT. These are free AI softwares and platforms that we can use to organize our wholesaling business and make it work even better. And then last but not least, again, freewholesaling.com. This really teaches us the education we need to know about wholesaling real estate, especially virtual wholesaling. And really a lot of the things I talk about today that I put on YouTube, YouTube has a lot of privacy policies and private data information rules that I can't show. Like for example, if I want to show you how to pull the probates right now, which is one of the best lists to get for virtual wholesaling, I actually can't screen share and show you how we do it right now because YouTube would take the video out and take it down. That's why I created freewholesaling.com again, because I have my free wholesaling site. I have my own private servers where I can actually do that stuff that YouTube won't allow me to do. And I share it to you on that website absolutely for free. Really, if you just want more information about things I talk about, actually watching me wholesale real estate live and all these great things, you got to go to freewholesaling.com. Did I mention it's free? Now, here are some of my paid virtual wholesaling tools that I truly do believe make virtual wholesaling easier. Of course, you never have to be doing this, but these are just things I do tell you that I personally use that make my business a little easier. Again, these do cost money, but you never have to do it. Number one, probably my favorite one, is going to be dmzach.com. One of the best drawing for dollars apps in the game, but again, we don't really need it here for virtual wholesaling, but really the point of it, virtual wholesaling, is going to be that free, unlimited free skip tracing, which really costs no money at all, and it saves us an insane amount of time not using truepeoplesearch.com or cyberbackgroundchecks.com, and most importantly, saves us time not using those websites. So if you can try it out for free, just go to dmzach.com, one of my favorite sites. Next here is going to be DocuSign. DocuSign makes the e-signature part of this business a lot easier, and it's one of the best ones out here, so I definitely recommend that. Next here is just having a cold calling dialer. ZachDialer.com is the best dialer out here I found. You can try it out for free, just going to ZachDialer.com. Next here are going to be actual VAs or employees. This is more for looking to scale out a little more, but it is a tool that I use that definitely helps you out a lot. Now, again, you don't have to be using any of these paid softwares or platforms, and I highly recommend it once you start doing a deal, or if you've done a couple deals, then you should start investing in some of these paid softwares and tools. Really, if you haven't done any deals yet, or you don't have any money at all, don't be doing it. Now, knowing what we know now, there's some homework and really a game plan that we have to start doing today, starting to implement some action so we can get some results here. So here's your game plan and your homework for today. Number one, you have to find a virtual wholesaling market. That's right. You have 24 hours to find the virtual wholesaling market that you are going to be doing. There's no dilly-dallying. There's no wasting our time. We're getting our butts to work. We're not wasting time here. We're getting it going. So we got 24 hours to find our virtual wholesaling market. We got to do it right now. Next here, we want to make sure we do a quick research of the laws in our state when it comes to wholesaling real estate and virtual wholesaling real estate. Luckily at wholesaling.com, we actually have a law section of all the laws in virtual wholesaling and real estate across the United States, so we can get some good education on that. And again, go through our free wholesaling.com trainings to really give a better broad overview of some of my other rules that I talk about of how to get into virtual wholesaling and regular wholesaling real estate in general. Just that course is really a great A to Z guide on the entire process, so we have all the knowledge possible to have success. I'm not here to go promote it like crazy or anything, but I'm saying pretty much everyone that has made 6 figures wholesaling real estate that's been taught by me, or that is even subscribed to this YouTube channel, have been through that entire course from start to finish, watched every single video, downloaded all of our trainings in there, and really it shows if you go through the whole thing, not skipping one video, you have a better chance of success than not doing it. Next here, get familiar with your government websites and the free tools I told you. Go download them, go check them out, go try them out. I challenge you to start using those free tools right now. Then last but not least, make sure you go out here and subscribe to the Flip with Rick YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel specifically so you don't forget any videos that we come out with, and also our live streams. When I'm not traveling around the world, I'm at home on the studio here doing live streams 3 times a week. And specifically on all of our YouTube channels, we go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays. So you're never going to forget any of our stuff. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell notifications, and you can ask us questions live. And really, that is the first part today. I don't want to overwhelm you. I want you to pick a virtual wholesaling market, start going through some of the training, start understanding your laws, starting to get familiar with our tools, because tomorrow for part 2, we're finding deals, we're locking up deals, and we're getting our butts in action to make money. And if you're ready to make money, get rich virtual wholesaling, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, go to freewholesaling.com, and we'll see you for the next part in the training below. Make sure you check out the description of virtual wholesaling 3-part series step by step. This is Zach Ginn signing out. See you on the next one.